Hi everyone, in this video I will show you a sales dashboard I created in Excel. It's a great tool to help you track and understand sales performance. Here is what it includes. On-time sales profit, as you see here in this section, and profits by region, the east, the north, the south, and the west. On-time total sales, a bar chart for the sales by regions as you see here, ranking for regions managers based on the sales numbers that they are doing during the month, a donut chart to give you an overview about the order status, numbers of everyone in percentages with these colors to be defined here under to give you better insights. Total sales by categories as you see here, total sales by month, and this is a graph to show you all of the sales numbers during the year, the top 4 sellers in the sales department across the regions, on-time quantity of units sold to show you everything about the numbers of the quantity you sold in your sales department. I have also added slicers so you can easily filter the data as you see here. Dashboard that after you just click it will change dynamically to the selection you selected here from the slicer. Plus a hyperlink button here. If you click it here, you will go to the table of the data here. This dashboard is perfect for sales team and managers to quickly see what's working and where to improve. Besides, if you want to increase your skills and to know more about the Excel dashboards, here it's going step by step with everything without cutting anything for you and to upgrade your skills. Let's get a closer look how we can create this together. First of all, it's highly recommended that you just follow step by step with me without skipping the video, because I'm using some shortcuts. Maybe someone doesn't know or something. It's making my workflow easier. So without long introductions, let's see. I'm going to create 3 tabs first to make everything organized. The first one, it will be dashboard. Second one is for the table data, and the last one for the pivot tables. So mainly I'm using data that it's dummy. I mean, it's not matching to anything. It's just something that I could have, which I'm going to leave this data in the description below for you if you want to follow along with me or something. So I'm just going to put the data here for you, and it's this. Let's make it a table from this because we're going to use pivot tables. So yes, first of all, I'm going just to give it a basic format. I'm going to remove the filters because I don't need, and this about the date here, just give it a format of the date. Exactly. Then I'm going to change the fonts to, I'm using this font, and let's align everything here and make this with a different color. I'm going to choose their color to give some like contrast for the table, and let's just keep things like this for now. Okay, just I'm going to remove the grid lines from here, and here is our table. Okay, let's jump to the dashboard, and the idea here that I'm going to walk step by step with every element in the dashboard. I'm going to create a pivot table, then I'm going to link it here to the dashboard. First thing I'm going to do is to remove the grid lines from here. Then I'm going to insert a rectangle, but with rounded corners. Okay, before this video I already putted some aspect ratios and sizes. So here what I think it's matching more with my screen lock or the final result I want. So I'm just going to type here 19.5 as height and 37.5. Yes, I think this is matching with me. And yeah, this is fine. By the way, if you want to know what is matching good with you, from your keyboard press Alt V then U. It's going to give you full screen. Then you can zoom in or zoom out. For example, if I zoomed in this way, here for me, I think this is fine result for me. I can zoom more in or more out or do whatever I want to do. So I think it's matching more. Maybe I can make it a little bit less or more. Doesn't matter for me. So let's just make it. Yeah, I think this is fine for me. Feel free to do the same. Remember, it's Alt V U from the keyboard to make this full screen. And to go back, just press Escape. It's going to be in this way for you. I will zoom out holding Control and the wheel of the mouse, or just come here and press here. Simple like this. Then I'm going to format this rectangle. You can click on it and press right or left, up or down to move it with the keyboard buttons. I'm going to remove the outlines from here and I'm going to give it a color from here. I'm going to give it white color. So from the shape format, or you can use this here, but I prefer to use this section. It's giving me everything I want about this shape. So in the shape fill, I'm just going to give it white here. As you see, it disappeared because it's matching with the background. So I will just come here and click here to select all of the sheet, and I'm going to give it a little bit darker color. I'm going to use this hex code, just this one here. I'm going to press OK. Now there's differences between both of the colors. There's kind of contrast for me. Then I'm going to give it a shadow. Here, from here, I can have the shadow, but I prefer to go more deeply in this. So I just press right click, then format options. Here I'm going to find everything about the shape. I choose this, then choose shadow. I choose this preset of the shadow. Then I'm going to see what is fitting with me from this here. Just increase the blue a little bit. If I increase it this side just by 1%, it's going to make big difference. So I don't want to just make it this way. And I'm going to increase this about the transparency and just take a bigger look about it. I think this is what I want. Okay. Next, I'm going to create this shape here. Like we just need to come here and go to the shape. You will find it here. It's this one. Okay, just click anywhere just to have it. Hover with your mouse here, click, press shift to make it not totally free with you. If I not using the shift button, it's going to be hard for me. So I'm just pressing shift. Yes, exactly. Just put it here. Align it with the one, the main one. Then make it in the shape that I think it's matching more in this way. Yes, and adjust the corners to match this one under here. I'm going to remove the outlines tool from it. Then I'm going to give it the color. Well, about the color I choose already. I'm going to show you the hex code of it. In the custom, this one here, I'm going to choose this color. It's kind of dark green. Yes, exactly, just adjust it a little bit to match more. We can see the height of this one and follow to the other one here. It's 19. Let's make it 19. Exactly. Choose this one. Here it's exactly 19 too. Notice the difference here. The width of this rectangle, it's the opposite. Why? Because the origin of this rectangle, we made a rotate. This should be the origin. Okay, we made a rotate, so it's kind of different. Okay, what's next? I'm going to put the biggest elements here that I'm going to need. For now, I'm going to need 5 elements. It's going to represent the sales for me. I'm going to insert shapes, the same one here, just put it here exactly. Then I'm going to remove the outlines too, and I'm going to make the fill of it to be the same color of this one. I'll apply the previous settings I made already. Awesome, just put it here, change this a little bit. Then I'm going to have copies from it. How I'm taking copies, I'm pressing Ctrl, then Shift, then drag with the left click from the mouse, just like this. In this way, it's not going to be with me like in any way. No, it's only horizontal. If I want to make vertical, I will do the same, Ctrl Shift, then I will drag under. It's not going to move for me like easy with the mouse. No, it's just vertical here. In my case, I want vertical, so I will put, yes, 4. I think it's fine for me. Here I'm going to select all of them by pressing Shift, then click. In this way I selected all, then I go to the shape format, to the align here, and distribute horizontally. I can make them a little bit less or more depending on what I want. Then I will do the same again here, align horizontally. Then I'm going to change those 4 here. I'm going to make no fill, but in the outline I'm going to choose a little bit dark outline just to make them looks different than this one here, just to give them like the borders. I'm going to change it a little bit, choose the weight. I think it's fine for me, 1 pixel. I'll change the color to make it a little bit more light. Yes, I think this is fine for me. Okay, what we're going to show here, it's as I said previously, he will be the, okay, what will be here, it will represent some data we are going to see. I want the profit by the region, so I will just come here and I will click any place in the table. Notice this here, if I'm inside it's table, if I'm outside this is disappearing. So I will go here, insert pivot table. I'll choose from this table, from this range, or just click here, it's going to select for me. I'm having already previous worksheet, so I'll click here in the previous existing worksheet. Then I'm going to select the location. I'm going to choose it like to be here for me. I'm going to click to press on enter and okay. Okay, here I'm having the pivot table. I will just change the name and I'm going to use this name after. I'm going to give it like profit for regions. I'm going to put here in the rows part regions, and I'm going to put profit in the value. Here I'm having the profit per region, and I'm having the total profit for all of the sales department. I'm going to give it a name here too, profit per region. Just to make things clear for me, I'm going to choose all of them to be with this font. Then keep here too, and just click here, double click in any place. It's going to adjust the size of the cell according to the content inside it. Merge and center, of course. Just give it different color. I'm going to give it this color, bold. I think this is fine for me. But this here too, about the design, it doesn't matter, but I'm just like simple design somehow, and for me to see. Okay, here to take the data from this pivot table, I will just come here under our table and press equal, then select the first one, then press enter, for example, here, and sorry, I'm just going to leave it here until the grand total. Okay, how I'm dealing with this here, because the idea of the dashboard, it's dynamic, so maybe I'm clicking on one slicer or something, it's going to present for me an error, so I don't want this, so I will use this formula, it's if error. Okay, then I'm going to use the VLOOKUP formula to select this here. For example, for the first one, I'm going to select this. I'm saying to the Excel, look up for this value here in this table to return for me the profit. Okay, I'm pressing comma to split them. In the table array, I'm going to choose all of this here, even the grand total, because I'm going to select it too, but I'm going to make them fixed, this table array, just pressing F4 from the keyboard. Okay, then I'm going to use comma to split the column index number. It's number 2 in my case. I want number 2 here. Then the range of lookup, I put 0 for the exact match. Then I'm going to close the brackets for the formula of VLOOKUP. This is if the value it's not with an error. What if it's with error? I press comma to split. If it's error, I'm just going to put those two here, and it's going to give me blank cell or 0 as a return if there's any error. I'm just going to click enter, and everything is working fine and smooth. I just drag it down and everything is working fine for me. Okay, I'm just going to give this the dollar sign here, and I'm going to remove the fractions or anything. Like I don't need this. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to come here to the dashboard. For the first one, I want to have the total profit. How I'm doing this? I'm going to insert text box from here, click anywhere. I just press here and then press equal. I want the value of the grand total here. I just select this and I press enter, and as you see, it has returned for me the value. I'll make it white, and I'm going to change the font to make it big, bold, just to appear for me good. I'm going to make it 28 as the size, and I'm going to put it right here. Exactly, this is what I need. To take a copy from it, as I said before, Control Shift and drag it down. I'm going to remove this. Why? Because I'm going to type something that's not linked with any cell. I will type total profit. I make it smaller. Then this should represent the on-time profit for me. I'm going to type on time here, exactly. And I'm going just to insert a small circle just to give it a color, just to represent what we are doing here. Okay, I'm going to give it this dark red, and I'm going to remove the outline from it, adjust the size. Okay, no, I think it needs even more darker color just to match with the background. Let's just see any color. I will enter from here. I think this is fine, can match with this. For now, I want to put the date here too, just to represent for me what is the idea, what is going on here. I will use the pivot table section here just to put, I'm going to type here now formula, open the bracket and close it, and done like this. Or I can use today or whatever, but I'm preferring now because it's more dynamic. With every time you open the Excel sheet, it's updated automatic. Let's just give it this kind of long date. I'm going to make it small. I don't need this to represent here, and I'm going to give it white color just to disappear from here, but it's in A1 in the pivot table tab. Okay, I'm going to take a copy from this, and I'm going to type here just A1. Then I'm going to adjust the color. I don't need it to be so much visible. I think it's fine, just make it. Maybe it can be darker a little bit. Yes, I think this is fine for me. And this is the first one. I'm going to do this for the others. Just copies from here. I'm going to change the color to give them the black color for all of them. For this one here, it will be the East region. So I'll type here East region. And this one will be for the East region. I'll go to the pivot table here. It's the East, it's C5. Just to change the 16 to just to type C5. I'm going to choose this one, and here from the format painter, just click on it. It's changing the shape of the mouse, and I'm going to click here. Okay, it's not a P and Y because it's white. It took the format of the white. I just make it black, and as you see here, I'm going to continue with the others too. And this is done for now. Let's add some data here to make everything organized for us. I'm going to select this one here to make it above as a copy. I'm going to type the name of what we are doing, of course, because this is something so important. I'm going to type sales tracker, and I will change the font to make it something like more bold or something. I think this is fine. Yes, exactly. Just align it here and insert line to separate this part from the shapes here. There's this line. Just click any place. Yes, can be like this. And I'm going to give it the same shape of this one. Moving on to the next part, I'm going to take a copy of this one here, and I'm going just to add the title here for the dashboard and what it is standing for. I'm going to change the font as well. color, and this size. Okay, I think this is good enough for now. Maybe I can change it after, but I think this is good enough for now. Anyway, next section, I'm going to add one element here, which it will be the total sales on time. I'm going to take a copy of this here, and the title of it will be total sales. And I'm going to create another pivot table to have the total sales number here. Here's another way to create pivot table. Instead of coming here to the insert and pivot table, blah blah blah, we already have this existing here. So just take a copy of this, Control C from the keyboard, Control V here. I'm going to select here different criteria. For example, I'm going to use here the total sales per I'm going to choose here total sales per categories. Okay, so I'm going to change here to type. From here I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to add the category in the rows, and I'm going to remove the profit, and I will add here the total sale. Okay, everything is working here. I just need to fix the data here, and as simple, I'm just going to come here. I'm just going to drag it in this way. I like to use like simple ways. You just can come here, and instead of creating or reallocating, then Alt F4, just go back. I will do again. Just click here, click in your formula, just drag this here, adjust it, and click enter, and done. Drag it down. It's working. Can do this too here, and everything is appearing for me. Feel free if you have any other way you think it's easier for you, but I think this is the easiest way, and it's fast too. Anyway, this is the number that we want. I will go back to the dashboard. I will take a copy of this here. So I'm just going to change the place. Just press here equal, go to the pivot table, choose this one and click enter. Add the format. I just put this here in this way. Let's just adjust the size. And I think this is fair for me. This is good. You can just make sure that everything is in the order. Yes, it's the same size. Okay. Next, I'm going to add total sales by category as an element here. Let's just make everything looks good and far from each other. Yes. Okay, I'm going to add another element here. This will stand for the total sales by the categories. Okay, we can have them from here. Those are the categories I have. It's already existing here. I just need to take the data to put them in the other place. We'll start with the first one. I'm going to give it the data of this one here, of the beauty one. I'm going to take a copy from it with the right order. Okay, let's just change everyone, just change the number here. 15, and last one is 16. Here we will just let's delete this and make it easier for us. Just take a copy of the data from here. Okay, then we're going to change the font of this. Well, I am going to use for this one here, I'm going to use this font. Can make it bold, but I think I should follow all of the same font as I did here. Okay, for now, to follow along with this, I want the column F, so I'm going back here, I'm going to change just the E to F. Okay, I think this is good. Just align them. Here I'm having some icons already. I could have them from the internet. You can use the option of the icons here to insert icons. I'm just going to save time. I'm going to put them in the right place here. To make them be behind the icon, I'm going to select them with this one too, and I'm going to make the option of send to back here. Yes, exactly. And let's put them in the right place. Moving on to the next element, I'm going to make a chart of sales by regions. I'm going to take a copy of this one here, just to make it a little bit bigger to match the size. It's just for now, give it a size and we can change it after. I think I can use 5 centimeters as height and 8.5 as width. Let's see, maybe you can change it again. Okay, here I'm going to take a copy again from this pivot table, and I'm going to type here sales per regions, and this is different than this. Here it's sales per regions, here it's profit per region. Okay, I'm going to put the region here, and I'm going to put the, sorry, it was right already. I want the sales. Yes, I'm going to delete this as I don't need. And about the formula again, I will do the same thing. Just drag this here, adjust the size and click enter. Drag it down, and everything is fine. Okay. In this case, I just put them to exist, but I'm going to insert a chart, so I can insert right away from the pivot table or from this data. Let's go with the pivot table. I'm going to choose the bar chart. I'm going to choose this one, double click on it, then Ctrl X to take it as a cut, Ctrl V to paste it here. Let's close this. Okay, first thing, I'm going to remove those things here, as I don't want to filter them. I just want all of the regions here. from the field list here, I will just type hide all. I don't want like those things here. And here we go. I'm going to change the font. Just click here and I'm going to select the font that we are using. Let's just adjust its size to match with the rectangle we made. I will go to the formats. I don't want outline and I don't want fill. Okay, next I'm going to solve about this because I don't want to appear here like zero or dollars or this kind of things. Okay, can be the zero, but I want to change this formats here. Let's put the maximum to be 75. Okay, and the minimum to be 0. I want the measure to be 15, not 20. Okay, I think it's good in this way. Then in the display units, I want it to be displayed by thousands here. So all of this here, it's by thousand. This is 75 thousandths. Okay, just to save space and to make it more elegant and organized. And I'm going to remove the $sign too, as I don't need it. We can change it fast from here. Just put it to be general, or we can change it from here. But okay, we made it from here already. Change the font again. Let's now change the size here. Okay, I think this is fine. Now we will go to decrease the gap between them. We can do it from here. Let's try and see what is good. Okay, I think would be good around 35 or 40 or 45. Let's say 45. Yes, I think this is fine. Should change the color to remove the borders and give it the fill. This dark green one here. Okay, and let's edit this too. Let's give it a sorry. Here the green color, and let's edit this one here too. I will give it a solid line, and I'm going to change the color to give it to be like dark green too, and here to be rounded, and the dash type to be this way. And I'm going to change the transparency, as I don't want it to be appearing so hard. Okay, I think this is fine in this way. Let's now add the title of this one. Take a copy from this one here to use the same format. Here I type the sales by regions, and done. Let's just adjust the size here for everything. Okay, I think this is fine in this way. Moving on, I want to make the ranking for regional managers here in this area. I'll take a copy of those two, put it here right away. let's do something to take all this space here like this and make this a bit bigger to take this space here. Okay, I think this is fine for me. I type here ranking for regions managers. Then I'm going to add here the region managers, but here we are going to go with ranking. Okay, so I want to put based on the order of the highest and the least. Moving on to the next section. As I said, we are going to make ranking for the regions managers. So I'm going to come here to choose the region managers. From the field list here, I'm going to move this about the regions, and I'm going to add here the region manager. Then I'm going to put it as sales 2. So I'm going to keep this the same. Just as always, we're going to come here from this just to change the place of those data. Then here click enter, then drag it down, and everything is working. But I want to have ranking. I mean, okay, now it's working fine, but okay, I want to choose from the small till the biggest, or from the biggest till the smallest, like this. Let's come here and select all of them from the sort and filter. I made them already to be from the largest to the smallest. I'm going to come here to put here the ranking of them. Let's take a copy of this one and put it here. For example, I want all the 4 of them, so just add it in this way, make them align and distribute vertical. For this one, I want it to be based on the names because it's going to be changeable. So I press equal, going to the pivot table for the first one. Then like this too, I'm going to have this equal. To match the space, I'm going to make them bold to appear, or just leave them in this way, but just to make them a bit bigger, as we have a little bit space here. 13 is fine for now. These 2 just a bit bigger, just to match the area. And let's add the numbers here. I'm just going to add a small circle here, and I'm going to tap inside it 1. Let's take it back, make it small, align the number inside, change its font, make it bold because it's going to be small, change the color of the shape, remove first the outline, and I'm going to give it the color this green one, and put it here. Maybe we can make it a bit smaller. Just put these numbers far a bit to be here. Okay, I think this is fine. Now we are going to add total sales by the month. I'm going to add it under here. and it's going to take all this space here. So yes, let's just adjust it in this way. Okay, done, I think. And now let's go to have our chart. Just adjust it a bit. Okay, our chart here will be based on total sales by the categories. Okay, I'm going to add here, or we can have it from here. There's one here, it's ready for us. Then here we will add total sales for months, for months. We will add total sales by month. Again, let's take a copy from here, then we'll type sales by month, select both of them, double click to adjust the size, come here, division manager, and we will add date. Okay, let's solve this first. We have formulas here already, so let's delete them because we're going to put data here. Yes, dates, but I only need months, so I'm going to remove the days and everything, just yes, months, and the sales is still existing. I'm going to take a copy of this two to put it here, then adjust everything, just put it to be January, this one here, adjust it to be in this way, in the end, and then let's go till we have our grand total. It's in this way, but I'm just doing this in case I need, but in my case I will just insert this one here to use it in our dashboard. Control X to take it as a cut, Control V to take it as a copy. I will put it outside here and I will take it inside as we did before. I will just hide all. I don't want all of this, I don't want all of this too. I will do here like what I did before. I will go to the format, I will put it to be thousands, and the measure of me, I will keep it to be yes in this way, and I'm going to change this to make it general, or I can keep it like with dollars, it's okay. In this one about the custom, just change the size here to make it fit to the space. Okay, and for now I'm going to change the fonts. The colors too. I'm going to make it bold because it's kind of small. Make it bigger a bit. And this too, you can make it bold. No, I think it's going to match more if it's normal. Here appeared the zero sign. We can change here just to make it like currency. Okay, and this one too, I'm going to, yes, I think this is fine like this. Okay, just to make it a little bit like better, to take its space. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's move on here. I'm going to do something with this line. First, I'm going to make it a smooth line, and I'm going to change its color. I'm going to choose this color This is the hex code. It's light green. Exactly. And I'm going to make the borders and the colors of this one here. Done with this tool. Let's format it. I will give it the gray color, the dash tool, and I'm going to increase the transparency of it because I don't want it to appear so much. And yes, I think this is fine. Let's just increase our space to be the size. I think this is fine, yes. And increase it to have a better presentation of the graphic style that we're using. And I think it's fine in this way. This is our dashboard so far. Here I'm going to add another element, and it will be the top 4 sellers. Okay, we can do something. We can take a copy of this one here. Okay, let's put this here aside for now and adjust the size of this. We can take a little bit space of this one here to adjust everything. Okay, I think this will be enough for our data. And here this will be the top 4 sellers. We're going to come here to the sellers again. Sorry, we didn't change this name. This is sales by, it's this one, region managers, sales per regions managers. Okay, let's take a copy of them. Put here sales per sellers. Let's move on and change our data. From the pivot table, I'm going to remove region managers, and I'm going to put the sales representative, which we have them here in our table. Here is this column, these sellers we have as sales representative. Okay, here they are, and let's just adjust the formula as we talked before. We just need the first 4, but anyway, let's take it to the end. But we are going to take the first 4, and as we did in this previous one, I'm going to sort them from the biggest one to the smallest one. Okay, and we're going to choose the first 4. So if this is changed, this will be changed too, and in return this will change with them too. Let's take a copy of this here. Just to follow the format. And this one will equal this first one here, exactly. And let's add this to be with it too, beside it. And it will equal this number. Okay, I think this is fine for me. Format this too. Okay, moving forward, we are going to create two elements here. We're going to see how we do this. First, I will take this line, and I'm going to split this area just to make everything organized. Like this. Then let's take a copy of this one here to make the first element. Okay, here we'll add the order status, which here in our table we have one column. The name is order status. This is telling me every transaction or every order I have, whether it's completed or pending or cancelled. What is the status of the order I have, which I'm going to represent it here. Let's see how we can do this. I'm just going to take a copy of this one again here. Just adjust the size. I'm going to put it here like this, and I'm going to add the title here as the order status. Okay, and let's change this color to put this light green we added before already. And here is the title. For the status, it's so easy. We'll go to the pivot table and we'll take a copy of this one and we'll put it here. We'll type the name. Okay. We'll type the order status, and I just want the numbers of the orders, so I can remove this and I can put something like product name to give me the numbers here. I just need to remove this $sign just to make it here general, here the total amount of orders. Okay, like this, and I'm going to add another one here. It's the quantity sold. But let's discuss this. For example, here I have one order, it's already completed. Okay, so this is one transaction. I sold in this transaction one quantity. Next one, for example, it's pending. It's one transaction too, but I sold 9 items. Okay, so let's just keep them, both of them here, because we are going to need both of them. I'm going to merge and center those here again. Let's take a copy of this here and extend this to be in this way. Change this one to be cancelled. Change this one here to be like striking. Okay, let's put it here like so. Put it in this and done. Here I'm going to take number 2, so let's click enter. It's gave me this one already. Let's make this here and change number 2 to put it number 3, and this one to be for this one. Done. Now we have, going to drag it down, and we have everything. And as I said before, this is general, those are just numbers. Let's insert here the donut chart type. I will take it as cut, put it here, delete everything. Change the format of it. We'll just edit it here to put it in its place. Now I'm going to edit the colors. Here, just double click on the color you want to edit first. For example, I'll start with this. Double click. So it will open for me all the data. Okay. But in my case, I want to remove from all of them the borders. Okay. And let's choose one by one. I remove the borders of all of them. Then this one. I'm going to give it this one, it's dark green. Then this one can be this other light green. And the last one can be gray. This, for example. Let's make it smaller a bit. Okay, now I want to make this to be bigger a little bit. I think this is fine. Okay, let's go now to add one element. It's for the percentage for every one of them. We come here in the quick layout. Let's choose one, and I think this is fine. Take them out, just click on it and take it out in this way. Okay, this one too, to be here. Okay, I'll give them different font, this font that we're using, to be black too. Here. And about this, we are going to design a new one because I don't like this shape somehow. So I'm going to take a copy of this one to put it here, for example, and I'm going to type the names here. But I want just to explain what this is standing for. I will take this here, consider it as a comment, and I will type here. This is what? This is the percentage of orders based on the status. Okay, and let's put them here. I'll make both of them a bit bigger and a bit darker. I think this is fine in this way. Okay, now let's add the names of the colors here. I'm going to take a copy of this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then put it here. First one, for example, it's the gray one. It's this, which represent the pending. Okay, second one is for the completed, the light green. And the last one is the cancelled one. I'm going to make them shorter anyway. Let's change the font size and adjust them to be in the right place. Change the color of this too to make it dark green to match with this. Now I don't need this, I just select it in this way and I press delete. But the numbers, I'm going to increase them a little bit. Increase the font size. Let's decrease this a little bit. I think it's bigger than how it should be. Okay, I think this is fine. I'll come here to those lines. I'm going to change the color. Just click on them like this, and I'm going to give them the black color, and I think it's good in this way. Last item of the dashboard, then we are going to make here our menu or the slicers. We'll take a copy of this one here. Okay, and put it for the size. Okay, I think this is fine. Here we'll put what? I'll put, let's just organize this here. It's not a line for the same line. I'll select all of them. And make them align in the middle like this. Okay, I'll take this here as a copy, and this will be our on time for copy. This is what? This is representing quantity of units sold. I'm going to make it bold because it's considered to be heading for me. Let's put it in its place. I'm going to make it 18. Okay, I will keep it like this. I think it's good like this. Here. Okay, I think it's fine in this way. I just need to make them a little bit inside the frame, like so, and make it bold. Then after I'm going to explain this is standing for what, but first let me just change the color. Okay, let's change a little bit different solid fill. I will remove the line anyway. I'm going to give it a solid fill. Let's use this extrude. Yes, I think this is good. We can even use it here too. I think it will match more with our design. I will use this one. Yes, I think this is matching more. Okay, then I'm going to describe it's standing for what. Here, this will be overall on time quantity sold across all regions. Okay, I'm going to give it a darker color. I'm going to choose it to be kind of black, and then I'm going to put the number of the units here. This will equal this one here. This is the total quantity of the units sold. Okay, and I'm going to make it 40. Here it's 40 in bold. I think it's good like this. Here. Okay, I think it's good like this. Let's just rearrange them. And change this color. I'll go with this dark green. Okay, for now we just need to add one button here. It's to click on it to go to the table of the data. I'm going to take a copy of this here. Okay, I'm going to choose the font. Then I will insert a shape to do this, and let's put it here and adjust it a little bit. And send it to the back to make the sentence above it. Okay, and here I have this button. It's like an icon. I will just put it here. Let's adjust them to put them in the right place. Okay, done. Let's make it better about the size. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to select all of them and I'm going to make a group. And then first, right click, group, and group. Then right click again, then then select this option of link. I choose place in this document and I choose the table data tab, which is this one here, and I click OK. Okay, now when we click here, we will right away come here to this table of data. I will add another button here to go back to the dashboard. I will come here and just select them. I press right click here, or I just can press Control and click on it. I mean left click from the mouse, and then I'll take a copy. I'll click here, then I will click paste. Let's put it here, and now I press Control, then I will press in the sentence I want, then I'm going to change it to type dashboard. I'm going to change its place. Then I will do the same with this one here just to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, then right click again, but in the group border itself, here I'll click in the right click, then edit the link. I put it to the dashboard. Now if I click it here, I'll go to the dashboard. If I click it again, I will go to the table of the data, and like so. It will be easy in this way. Last thing here before we move forward to the slicer, we are going to add the date here. Okay, I'm going to insert, or I can just take a copy of, take a copy of this one here. Can come here, take a copy like this, make it smaller. Yes, can be in this way. I'm going to take this here, to add it here, just to give us an idea of which day we are now. I'll just change the font to Calibri, and I'm going to make it bigger and bold. Again, I have an icon too, I downloaded already. I'll put it here like this. We can make it a little bit bigger or smaller based on the preferences. I prefer to keep it in this way, maybe smaller a bit, to be like this. And we changed here this part of the dashboard. Now we are going to move forward here. I'm going to add a title here. Take a copy, and I'm going to make it here as the menu. Change the color, bold, a little bit bigger, and in the center, or maybe we can put it to be here. Okay, then here I'm going to choose 3 types of filters or slicers. First one, I want to filter according to the customer type. If we went to the table data here, you'll see that there is one column, it's customer type. If it's regular or VIP or new, for example, let's use one formula here, unique formula, to see how many types we have. We have 3 types here, regular, VIP, and new. I want to filter based on this. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. I'll go back to the dashboard. First one, I'm going to use customer type, payment type, and regions after. Let's go to pivot table, whatever, any one of them you can choose, but let's now organize this part here. I'm going to choose every space between every one of them, and I'm going to decrease. Let's say it's in this way. Okay, I think this is fine. And let's make this less. Okay, I think we are fine like this. For example, I will just click here, I'll insert, I will choose the slicers here, slicer option. As I said, I want to filter by the customer type. Okay, and the payment type here, where is it? The payment method and the regions. Now I have three filters. Let's organize them and take them once by shift and click to select, Ctrl X to take it as cut, and Ctrl V to put it here. Let's put the first one here, the customer type. So adjust the size, and now let's format it. I will delete this as I don't need it. Then I will come here, I will make a new slicer style, the whole slicer. Here I will click format. Then for the font, I will give it this dark color, and for the fill too, I'm going to give it the same color. So I'm going to choose it from here. I just want to take the hex code, take this as a copy. Then I will come here in the more colors, in the custom, and I will paste it here. I'll click OK, and OK. Nothing happened because I didn't select it yet. I just click here and everything is existing for me. Right click and modify. I go to the header. I will do the same too. In this here and in the font too. Click OK, then selected item with data. How I want the selected item with data to appear for me. First of all, I will choose the font that we are using since we started. It's here. Then I'm going to give it white color and make it bold and 12. Let's see what happened. Okay, it's existing here with me, but I want to make it a little bit less than this, or let's keep it in this way and see after. I will modify again here. Selected item with no data, if there's something with no data, so I will make the font color with this way. I don't want it to appear anyway. If I have unselected item but they have data already, I'll go to the format and I'm going to make them with a little bit less with a little bit darker color. I will choose the font first, then I will choose smaller one from here, Then I will choose the color to be, let's just choose this and see. Okay, it's like this in this case. Let's continue and move on. I think it would be better if we made it with this color. Then unselected item with no data. I don't want it to appear already anyway, so I will make everything like to disappear. Hovered selected item with data. What will happen if I put the mouse, this icon of the mouse, on one that it's selected already? I mean, it has data and it's selected. Okay, I'm going to give it the same font, of course, but I'm going to make it 13 just to be a little bit bigger, and I will keep it white and bold. About with no data, I will do the same. I don't want it to appear. Unselected item, but it has data. What would happen? Okay, I will make the same here. Okay, to be bold and to be 13 and white. Okay, unselected item with no data. I don't want it to appear already, so I choose this. There's something I still need to do, is to add borders here. For this one, I will add this color here, and I choose this one. Exactly, this will be in the one selected item with data, or in the hovered selected item with data too. I want to do the same thing. And the same unselected item with data too. And it's done. As you see here, it's working. Yes. Okay, I think this is fine. This one will be for the customer type. Okay, second one would be for the payment method. And the last one would be for the regions. I'm going to delete everything from here too. I don't want. And just select this and this and give them this style just in one click, and everything is happened and it's taken the same way to be to here, as you see. Just make them align together. Okay, this is the customer type, this one for the payment, and the last one is for the regions. I split between them using this one here. Okay, now for the last step, let's come back here to the pivot tables and let's give every one here a name. Here I choose to be profit to regions. Here sales per category, sales for regions, sales for managers, Okay, done. Why I'm doing this? Because I want to come here. From the mouse I click, right click, then I will come to report connection. Then I want this one when I filter to affect which thing here. I want it to affect everything. So if we choose from here, everything here will be changed. For example, for the customer type, the new, this is all the necessary numbers and statistics I need to know. From here, the ranking for the region manager, how everyone is dealing with the new customer, about the regions, about the categories, about the total sales, about the profits, about the numbers that the quantity of units sold, dependent on every dependent on this type here and everything. Okay, and the regular too, as you see here. About the payment type, I wanted to affect what exactly? I wanted to affect everything too. I go to the connections and if I choose cash, credit card, and everything, let's just and press OK. Now it's working. For the last one, for the regions, well, this is kind of different. I don't want those numbers here to get affected because it's already classified into regions. I don't want this number to, this chart here to get affected, so I select everyone except the regions. So if I choose here, as you see, nothing from here, it's changing. Everything is changing, but not those here and those here. And we finished. If you have any questions about anything, or if there's something you don't understand so well, it's okay. You can leave any comment for me and I'm going to answer as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for my channel and to click on the like button. See you in the next video.